Yo, we're back. WrestleMania 40, y'all. I'm pretty late, and I understand that I'm pretty late to be talking about this show, but I have been busy, and shit, I'm here now. So like, it don't even matter that much. WrestleMania, y'all, it was a fun one. I would say this is one of the top 10 WrestleManias. I'm not giving y'all a list of them, of what I think is the top 10, but like, this one is definitely like part of the top 10 because every single match felt like a pretty big match. Like, even like such a deep cut like Andrade and Rey versus Dominic and Santos. Like, even that was like pretty fucking crazy for just the type of match that it was. All around, like, it was a fun show, great matches, as I've said. If I had to pick one match of the night though, damn, that would be hard. It would probably either be the tag team match from night one, the main event, Cody, Seth, Roman, Rock. That was a pretty good match. A long ass fucking match. There's night 2, Cody and Roman, like, phenomenal match. They worked the crowd so well in this match. It's like this match is honestly like a masterpiece of how to like tell storylines in professional wrestling. Another match, Becky and Rhea, was pretty good. That was a pretty good match. Sammy versus Gunther. Shout out those two, because they didn't have to go as hard as they did. I'm surprised Sami Zayn won, only because I'm surprised they pulled the trigger that quick, if you get what I'm saying. Because it was already like a pretty underdog storyline. And honestly, I just thought that they were gonna just disappoint us a little bit. Because we all knew that Cody was gonna win this one. I don't like saying that, because it's like, oh yeah, it makes it feel predictable. But like, come on. When you see certain things in wrestling, you just know it's gonna go a certain way. So I knew Cody was winning. So I was really surprised to see Sammy win. But I'm happy it happened. It was a pretty good moment. They teased the hell out of us the whole match. Because the whole match is just Gunther beating on Sammy, and then looking over to Sammy's wife and being like, yo, I'm fucking up your man. So when it got to that, the constant teasing, I was like kind of like, okay, Sammy's gonna win this. But I just didn't think he was gonna win. He did though. Honestly, Sammy versus Gunther might be the match of the two nights. Just because, first of all, that brain buster spot into the turnbuckle, 10 out of 10. That was so good. Like, honestly, these two absolutely killed it. So yeah, shout out Sammy, shout out Gunther. Honestly, it was an interesting show. Show started off with Rhea versus Becky. These two just reversed the hell out of each other for like 15-20 minutes straight. Pretty good match. They took some pretty hard hits. The commentators mentioned during this match how Becky Lynch has strep throat, Rhea Ripley has a broken wrist. So it's just like everybody's just hurting in this match. For what it was though, it was a great opener. They had this one spot that I really liked, where like Rhea Ripley has Becky Lynch arm trapped. Becky Lynch goes for a roundhouse kicks, and Rhea Ripley just hits the Riptide. Like what? Absolutely insane. Becky's out here taking bumps to the outside like it's nothing. Like they did this one where like they both go tumbling out on the outside. Rhea Ripley is carrying Becky Lynch while they go out to the outside. And while she's still carrying her, she does the electric chair onto the outside. Like what? Fucking Becky Lynch is a trooper. Rhea Ripley won, no surprise. Crazy ending too. Riptide into the turnbuckle. Riptide into the middle of the ring. This program is definitely gonna like go on into like SummerSlam. It's gonna be crazy. These two are gonna keep on just hating on each other. Dominic's probably gonna get beat up. Fucking someone is probably gonna go to someone's house. Like it's I feel like this is gonna be like a really good feud, and this is just the beginning. It doesn't matter what I think though. Next is the tag team match. 6-man tag team ladder match. Okay, not really 6, it's more like 12. Cause it was, you get it. This was an insane match. Every single body in this match took a crazy bump. Like everybody. Pete Dunne took a tornado DDT onto the outside through a table. Who keeps on signing Pete Dunne up for these spots? Is he okay with this? Someone needs to go check on Pete Dunne, because it's always is something with him. It's always something. He's always getting killed somehow. It's like, bruh, is he approving of this? Does he know what he gets himself into? Like, there's no way he was like, oh yeah, I would just love to take this tornado DDT onto the outside. Fuck no. Fucking people went through tables. All my predictions, I didn't know that the tag titles was gonna be separated into 2 different like winning things. So I didn't know you could just exclusively win the Raw tag team titles. So my predictions, well, I was still wrong, but I would like to say it doesn't count. You know, it doesn't count. I didn't get it wrong because I didn't know the rules of the match. Everyone just got killed in this match though. The winners, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, won the SmackDown tag titles. Complete surprise to me. It makes sense though, because they are good. They are like a good like heel tag team. I'm trying to be nice, okay? It just feels like Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, they both seem like really good people trying to act bad. And I understand that's most of just heels in general. Like most heels are not like bad people in real life. But Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, they both are really bad at being heels. They're not likable. So they have something going for them. But it's just like, you know what? It's a work in progress. Let's just call it that. I'm gonna stop judging, because who am I to judge? I'm just fucking random internet dude. They win the SmackDown titles after a hella back and forward. The Miz and R-Truth take out the Judgment Day. First of all, JD McDuggan, let's talk about it. Him getting put through 2 tables off of a ladder. JD, come on, buddy. I hope someone gave JD a raise, because that was 1, super unsafe. 2, he ate that shit. Like, he fucking ate that shit through the tables. So Miz and R-Truth of Raw Tag Team titles, pretty happy about that. R-Truth is a national treasure. The Miz, you know, R-Truth is a national treasure. So them winning the tag titles was probably the best thing that could have happened. I'm surprised I didn't like predict them winning though, for real. Because now that I'm like really looking back at it, it really does make like the most sense. I'm gonna get off this subject though. Crazy ladder match. Santos Escobar, Dominic Mysterio versus Andrade and Rey Mysterio. If you would have told me Rey Mysterio and Dominic would have gone back to back at WrestleMania, especially in this matter, first of all, Santos Escobar, please push him. I will say this every single podcast episode. Santos Escobar could be the next really big thing in WWE. Dude is a star, looks like a star. He has this shit down pat. Honestly, this match was chaotic though. Rey Mysterio and Santos, they cheated most of it. There was a gnarly moment where Rey Mysterio got on top of Andrade's shoulders and they both jump onto Dominic and Santos. And I was like, sheesh. Like, that was really cool. Look, it looked painful, but it looked cool. Next matchup, Jimmy versus Jay. Oh yeah, Rey Mysterio and Andrade won. Some fucking big ass football dudes comes and evens the score because, you know, the evil LWO decided to cheat, and they just had some footballers come out and just destroy the bad guys, and then the good guys win. Not complaining at all. It was pretty fun. Jimmy versus Jey Uso. Jay attacks Jimmy by jumping out the ring. He just goes on a tear. Jimmy Uso hits Jay with like the little butt splash in the corner 2 times. The best anyone's ever sold it. It was pretty good because they have like this moment in the match where Jay goes for a super kick. Jimmy's like, yo, wait, stop. And they have like a little brother moment where they're just like, you know what? This shit ain't worth it. And then Jimmy pulls out the classic heel, like betrayal, fun. Jay hits the spear, hits the splash, and it's over. I don't even think he hit the splash. I might have to look back. Nah, he definitely hit the splash. Honestly, for the first time that these two have gone at it, definitely not the last time, this was a pretty 10 out of 10 match. It was pretty damn good. Because, you know, they could have gone all out for this match, but they kept it short. They kept it simple. They did everything they should have done for their first encounter. I can't wait to see where the storyline goes after this. After that, we would have the 6-woman tag match. Bianca, Jade, and Naomi versus Dakota, Asuka, and Kairi. Damage Control comes out. looking like the coolest people ever. Bianca, Jade, Naomi, they all come down on like a pedestal. Basically they all introduce themselves. This match was pretty fucking crazy. I know I've said that about like every single one of these matches. This match was obviously put together to build around Jade Cordell. So I knew they were gonna win. I feel like everyone knew. The match started with Naomi taking a fuck ton of offense. That's all the way up until Naomi tags in Bianca and she starts whooping people. I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be a random ass take, but no one does a multi-man beatdown like Bianca. Every time she comes in and it's like a hot tag or it's like a Royal Rumble and she just has to take down multiple people, like she is so entertaining when it comes to that aspect. You see, she does a little multi-man takedown and then the heels take over again. There was this one time where Bianca goes for a tag and Kyrie, or it was Dakota, pulled her hair so she couldn't make the tag. 10 out of 10. Eventually, Jade does come in, starts whooping people. The good guys do all their finishers. Bianca hits somebody with her hair. Loudest hair whip, whatever the fuck you want to call it, of all time. Like she completely whipped. I think it was Kyrie. That took it too. It was fucking insane. I've already talked about Gunther and Sammy. 10 out of 10. Now, fuck it, honestly, it was like 11 out of 10. Great ass match. After that, we had the main event. The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Seth and Cody. Long ass match. Like for real. I done aged like 10 years. Grew a whole beard. I have a kid now. It was pretty insane. Good guys come out first. Rock comes out. Longest entrance of all time. It was pretty good though. He comes out standing in the middle of some flames. Guess what? The flames is actually a bull. Roman Reigns comes out. This match was fun because they just did everything they could have in this match. Like everything possible. They fought out on the stage. They fought out in the crowd. They went through tables, barricades. Like these guys like killed it in this match. The Rock and Roman would eventually win, destroying Cody too. Spear, rock bottom, people's elbow. So you really just be thinking, like, can Cody come back on night 2? That's a lot of comebacking to do. Crazy ass match. I want to give a shout out to Seth Rollins, because he worked this match and the first match on night 2. Drew versus Seth. Pretty fucking crazy. So they were really playing into the fact that Seth Rollins was hurt. That Seth Rollins already worked this one match. So they start out night 2. Seth versus Drew. First thing Drew does is a Claymore. And that is insane, because everyone is just like, nah. Not like this, not this quick. Not to Seth Rollins. Of course, Seth kicks out. Crazy ass fucking match. CM Punk is on commentary, basically just burying the 2 people. They do a Claymore into a power bomb, into a pedigree, into a stomp, wasn't enough to take out Drew. Seth rolls him up, but Drew is just like, nah, hits him with another Claymore, and eventually he wins it. CM Punk and Drew face off on the outside, because you see Drew wins the title, and he goes over to CM Punk, and then like just rubs it in his face. It is so funny. Like, these two throw so many shots at each other on a weekly basis. Drew's talking his shit. CM Punk finally gets tired of it, and then he beats up Drew McIntyre. I don't know if he's still injured or what, because he did take off the brace, but that could have just been for show. He could still be injured. After beating up Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest music hits. Comes rushing down the ramp as fast as I've ever seen anyone ever run down a ramp. Cashes in. Does the choke slam. Beats Drew McIntyre. They celebrate Judgment Day. It was insane. So Damian Priest is the new WWE champion. And I'm over here thinking, I really should have seen this coming. Because Money in the Bank is like in like 2 months. 2 months. Of course they were going to have Damian cash in. Like, of course. I can't wait to see what they do with him as champion. Long time coming too. Because when Damian won the Money in the Bank briefcase, I thought they were going to do the cash in a lot sooner. But the build up to him cashing in was pretty nice. He's now the second man to cash in at WrestleMania. Ironically, against Seth Rollins' opponent. So, no, that was a pretty nice little touch. They do the 6-man street fight. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus Karrion Kross and the AOP. Snoop Dogg is on commentary. Best decision ever. It was mostly just the heels beating on to Street Profits. And then Bobby Lashley comes back. And then the good guys win. Fun match though. Bobby Lashley, for some reason, takes like 2 chair spots where his head gets dumped onto the steel chair. I feel bad for bro. Once again, just we need more Snoop Dogg on commentary. He was so golden, so funny. Like, please, just more of that. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. I knew this was not going to be a bad match, but I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. They fight before the bell even rings. Pretty good mix of styles too, no pun intended. AJ being more low-key, LA Knight being more of like an explosive, feeding off the crowd. LA Knight went pretty hard in this match too. He does a tornado DDT off the ropes onto AJ Styles. Fucking crazy. The crowd was surprisingly very into this match. For some reason, during this match, LA Knight decided to pull up the matting on the outside. Very heel activity. And it ends up failing for him. Funny as fuck. That was funny as fuck to me for some reason. At the end, they reverse like 20 finishers. Does the BFT into the clash, into the corner. But they keep on fighting. AJ would go for his forearm. Turns into a BFT. 10 out of 10. Honestly, Triple H is him. Like, I'm not trying to be like an ass kisser. I actually believe this. Like, Triple H, his brain doesn't work the same way ours does. Like, every single match has just been so good, so fun. Like, even the next match, Logan, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton. Logan Paul comes out. Giant Prime bottle is following him. Kevin Owens comes out. Right before he comes out, Sami Zayn is there. Sami is like, you know what? Good luck in your match tonight. Kevin Owens comes out, sees the bottle of Prime. So basically, on the ramp, there's like this truck that has Prime on it, a big ass bottle of Prime. Kevin Owens is mad, and he brings out like this golf cart, like one of them carts that they like move around the arena with. And then it just says Kevin Owens on the front. Gets halfway down the entrance, and Randy Orton music hits. So Kevin Owens takes the KO mobile, drives it back up the ramp, picks up Randy Orton, and they ride down the ramp together. So obviously they're friends. Logan Paul starts out, and the two just start beating him. They start beating him until Randy Orton almost hits an RKO on Kevin, and Kevin's like, you sneaky little thing. And they start fighting. Logan Paul brings out brass knuckles, like randomly, hits Randy Orton, but Randy Orton kicks out. Randy Orton tries to get him back by doing the punt. It's not successful. Finally, they go out onto the outside, and the Prime bottle takes off his mask, and it's IShowSpeed, the streamer, YouTuber. Obviously, I'm guessing he's one of Logan's friends. IShowSpeed didn't do nothing though. Like, of course, it's Speed. Like, what is Speed gonna do to Randy Orton? Speed starts barking at Randy Orton, and Randy Orton just kicks him back. Fucking Speed goes like flying back, like like I feel like this kick was 100% real. He takes Speed on top of the announce table and then does an RKO. Insane. Logan Paul would eventually win. So Kevin Owens does a pop-up powerbomb to Logan Paul. He tries to do one to Randy Orton, but Randy Orton turns into an RKO. Logan Paul takes over, does the splash onto KO, and wins. Logan Paul was on my predictions to win, so I wasn't really that surprised, like, unfortunately. It was a fun match though. For like somehow Randy Orton keeps on finding moves to turn into the RKO. Like, someone has to stop this man. It would have been nice to see Randy Orton win, but you know, it be what it be. Bayley versus Io Sky. Bayley comes out looking like a Mortal Kombat character. The storyline is Bayley is the good guy, got betrayed by Damage Control. The only thing is, this whole time, Io Sky comes off as the good guy in this match. Not particularly in a bad way, but like Io Sky's like style fits so much of the mold of like a good guy that, you know, if you was a fan that wasn't really keeping up, you'd almost believe that Io was the good guy in this match. Obviously, she ain't, and it's Bayley. They almost do like the spot again where Io tricks Bayley and then, takes the upper hand. Bayley counters it though. And the crowd was just loving Bayley this match. Like you can tell that the fans have been waiting for this for like a minute now. Bayley's little moment. So it was nice seeing. Craziest moment of this match. Io misses a moonsault. Bayley goes for the rose plant, but Io flips out of it. So she lands on her head, but does a front flip after it, and they do a double down. 10 out of 10. Bayley would eventually win after hitting the elbow drop into the rose plant. Honestly, 10 out of 10. These two killed it, showcased their skill phenomenally. I'm happy Bayley won. Now, we just see where this goes from here. Now, we have the main event. Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. Honestly, first thing first, we need to give Samantha Irvin a raise. I know I don't control that aspect of anything ever, but we need to give Samantha Irvin a raise. We need to start a GoFundMe. We gotta do something because this woman is killing it. Like, I don't think she's missed a tone. I don't think her voice has ever cracked. It's fucking phenomenal. After this match, we need to give Triple H a raise. It was a 10 out of 10 match. Fuck that. Fuck an 11 out of 10. It wasn't 20 out of 10. This was a 100 out of 10. They knew exactly what they were doing. Worked the crowd the entire time. It was so fun to watch. Of course, Roman started cheating in the middle of it. So, Jimmy Uso comes out, attacks Cody. But then Jay comes out. They fight on the stage. Jay spears Jimmy off the stage. So those two are out. Solo Sakai comes out, starts beating on Cody. But then John Cena comes out. Crazy. Takes out Solo Sakai. Hits an AA on Roman. But then Dwayne comes out. They do this funny spot where John Cena does the "you can't see me" and The Rock just hits a rock bottom. Hilarious. Out of nowhere, the Shield music hits. Seth Rollins comes out in a Shield outfit. Nothing happens though. Like, he eats shit like immediately. Undertaker music hits. He comes in, takes out The Rock, and then boom, we're back to Cody and Roman again. Cody Rhodes will go on to hit 3 crossroads and pins Roman. World's longest celebration, but damn, it was a good one for real. And that's that. Long ass fucking WrestleMania. Like, I get it's only 8 hours. Show is split into 2. But damn. It was fun though. It felt like a big event. Now we just move on from here. Where do I see WWE going from here? More of the Judgment Day. Because I hope y'all know, Judgment Day eventually does have to split up. Damian already has the world title. So what I could see happening is either they turn on Finn or Finn turns on them and goes after the world title. Finn Balor versus Damian. It would be an incredible match too. I see more Damage Control Bayley drama with Naomi, Bianca, and Jade now in the mix. Definitely. Seth Rollins, I don't even know, because I don't keep up with backstage politics. I could see Seth Rollins taking a little bit of a break. Bro has been a workhorse for like most of his career. So with him dropping the title at WrestleMania, working 2 matches at Mania, I could see him at least taking like a month off at least. Bro kind of deserves it, like in the most way ever. Roman Reigns, we might not see Roman Reigns for a minute. Like that's like on the internet too. Like Roman Reigns might be done for at least a while after this. Other than that though, it's mostly probably just gonna be, business as usual. Let's just hope that Cody gets a good title run, because as times have shown in the past, sometimes the fans have a tendency to turn on people after they win the title, after the storyline pays off, which I totally don't see happening to Cody. Like, people genuinely love Cody, but hey, you just never know. Maybe there could be a next big heel that comes up that people want to beat Cody. After this, there's probably going to be some people from NXT coming up. Who do I see coming up, though? I feel like Braun Breaker, Baron Corbin could come up to the main roster. I could see either Trick or Carmelo coming up to the main roster. On the women's side, maybe Laria Vicaria. Oh my god, I'm so terrible at talking. Laria Valkyra. You know who I'm talking about. I could see her coming up. For some reason, I could see Megafor coming up. Other than that, that's kind of it. WrestleMania, y'all. Match of the night. Match of 2 nights. I would give it to Sammy and Gunther. Everyone killed it. Crowd was really into it. Commentary was great. All around, just a really good pay-per-view.